Gordon lost the handle. Picked up by James. Back to Caruso. Throws it up. Hammer time for LeBron James.
Oh, MC Hammer reference. I like it.
There's absolutely zero chance that Mike Breen intentionally invoked MC Hammer on that play. But you get the point. LeBron got out and ran. Lakers got some offense efficiently, and they get back in the series with a 117-109 win over the Rockets. Things are now evened up at 1 game apiece through 2. That's Sam Mitchell. That's 3D. Dennis Scott. I'm Matt Weiner. Good to have you with us, guys. Much better offensive performance from the LA Lakers. And for Houston, great three-point shooting numbers, and we know how important that is to them. 22 of 53, but just 2 of 12 in the fourth quarter, 3D, and sometimes timing is everything.
Yeah, Matt, you hit it right on the head. Timing's everything tonight because the ball movement was there. The Rockets were playing solid defense, and they started knocking down shots. Covington, of course, P.J. Tucker, he's known for the corner three. He was knocking down those shots. So it looked like the Rockets were starting to do what they do best. And to your point, to your question, Matt and Sam, in that fourth quarter, they couldn't buy a shot. Anthony Davis was getting to his sweet spot. And, of course, LeBron James put his imprint in that fourth quarter.
Sam, what did it for the Lakers tonight?
Well, I'm going to go back to LeBron James, what he said. He called the Houston Rockets the greatest team on turf. No, the Lakers ran the Rockets tonight. Yeah. They took a page out of the old San Antonio Spurs book when they used to play the Phoenix Suns with Steve Nash and they was doing all that running. San Antonio, even though they were a bigger team, they ran the Phoenix Suns. Lakers outran them. They when the Lakers were playing with pace, that's when they were getting the wide open threes. Think about it. Morris got his 4 threes in that first half in transition. The Lakers were getting any and everything they want. That's when they built that 20-plus lead. And I think in the second half, when they slowed down their pace and allowed Houston to crawl back in the game, that's when Houston got their footing on them. But I think if the Lakers continue to run, continue to push the pace, they can get any shot they want. And 3D, to your point, the Lakers know that Houston going to have cold spurts. They know that Houston going to have some hot spurts. But what they understand is the Lakers can go get a basket when they need one because they simply have a size advantage. And when LeBron James puts his head down and goes to the basket, it's like the parting of the Red Sea.
Well, you're exactly right. They had 16 fast break points in the first half, none in the third quarter when Houston climbed back into the game and eventually took the lead after the Lakers led by as many as 21. And L.A., and we've not to harp on this, not a very good shooting team, was great from three-point range tonight. 12 of 27 with Markieff Morris. Know your Morai. Markieff Morris going 4 of 5 from three-point range and hitting his first 4 of the game. That was such a huge bonus in terms of offense for the LA Lakers. That's a reasonable number of three-point attempts for this team probably. Sam, agree?
Yeah, I mean, for the Lakers, look, you don't want to get three-point happy. You're not going to outshoot the Houston Rockets from the three-point line, even though the Lakers shot it great in the first half. But the thing the Lakers have to do, when they get three-point shots off ball movement and penetration and out of transition, the Lakers don't have the three-point shooters, let's say like the Toronto Raptors or the Boston Celtics have. They don't have guys that dribble into their threes. They got to get theirs off penetration and kick and be shot ready. That's how they get their threes. But I tell you what, when Anthony Davis plays the way he played tonight, 3D, and he is just lethal, man, because he's so efficient. He know he can get a quality shot at any point during the game.
Yep, and for the most part, they single covered him until the very end of the game. They were throwing one smaller defender at him, and that's okay from Houston's point of view. They'll live with that because that's part of their game plan. But he made him pay tonight. 15 of 24 for 34 points. Lakers also had 30 assists with Rajon Rondo being the second unit facilitator that they've lacked for much of the season. A huge sign for them offensively. All right, let's get to the bubble and hear from the coaches and players, starting with Rockets head coach Mike D'Antoni.
Hey, Coach, how would you assess how your team played against the zone and traps tonight?
Some of it's good, some of it's bad. We missed some shots, but, it really didn't. What happened, they just started the game off, and especially the middle of the first, all the way to the end of the first, they just hit us in the mouth. We just didn't play with enough intensity to match their fire. So, we adjusted in the second half in the sense that we played harder. Everything had to go right to be able to. You're down 20. Everything's got to go right. And we had a chance, but we didn't do it.
Mike, did the pace get a little frantic on you in the first half?
Yeah, they just came out. We just kept turning the ball over. The whole story of the game, we have 17 turnovers. They got 27 points on it. So that's for us is a death sentence, and we did it. And they give them credit of their intensity and how they was flying around. But we got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.